Okay, hi, how are you guys? Welcome back to Sports Angle. This is Shantanu Vyas, and I'm here again today to bring you some insight into the world of sport. This time we're going to be talking about football. But before that, I'm really apologetic about the regular uploads, and I promise from here on, the uploads will get more regular and on much more hotter, relevant topics, and you will see more of me. Now, obviously, this has been the talk of Tinseltown, and this has been the talk of football all over. Who is going to be Manchester United's next permanent manager? Now, mind you, that the background of the story is that yes, Ralph Rangnick is the interim manager at the moment, but they need a long-term solution, someone who can stick their ground and implement their philosophy for the next 5 to 6 years, and build a team which can win Champions Leagues, challenge for Premier League titles, win Premier League titles, and many other cups which are out there. So without wasting much time, so the two new names which you always hear when it comes to Manchester United's next permanent manager, one is Mauricio Pochettino. The Argentinian just celebrated his 50th birthday not so long ago. And then you have Erik Haag, who is the current manager of Ajax. Now, mind you that Mauricio Pochettino is also currently managing Paris Saint-Germain. There are three aspects to this story. Obviously, both of them are elite managers, world-class managers, and almost any team in Europe, any elite team in Europe would love to have these guys. But the most important aspect, what I feel is that, these three aspects are the most important thing. One is their availability. That's what also I'll be talking about. One is their availability, and second is their, philosophy of play. And third, what is their current situation with Manchester United? So, okay, let's talk about them in parallels. So first and foremost, we talk about availability. For Erik Ten Hag, the availability, yes, he has been in good dialogue with Manchester United, but that's not our, consent. He wants to leave Ajax at the end of the season. He wants to look for new ventures. Now, there could be a number of teams aligned for that, and we don't know for sure whether Manchester United is his first choice or his second choice or whatnot. But for sure, he's available at the end of the season. Mauricio Pochettino, on the other hand, is currently managing Paris Saint-Germain, and he was brought in so that he could put the ending to that project in terms of winning a Champions League and cementing their name into the Hall of Fame greats for Europe, because Paris Saint-Germain is something they've been seeking over the past decade or so, because they've had heavy investments into their squad, the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, Marquinhos, Verratti, all brought into the team for the setup, only to succeed and win in the Champions League, but that's not happened till yet. So maybe Mauricio Pochettino has looked on to that guy, who the baton is passed to, and obviously that's not happened yet. So in terms of availability, maybe Mauricio Pochettino also is looking for better ventures, because last year around this time he was planning to go to Tottenham Hotspur, and he was aiming a return back to the Premier League. So let's see what happens there in terms of their availability. Now let's talk about the most important thing is philosophy, how they like to play their football. Erik Ten Hag really loves to play football, in a very high intensity manner. He loves scoring goals, he defends in tight spaces, and we saw the Ajax team, how well they did in the Champions League of 2018 and 19. Absolutely rampant, ruthless, and such good talent emerging out of that squad, and they were all coached by Erik Ten Hag in terms of like their finishing abilities or their passing abilities. And you saw, like the class of Ajax of 2019 emerge out of it quite amazingly. So I think if you mirror that to Mauricio Pochettino, the playing style is very much the same. Okay, because in terms of like how they are, they like to play a high intensity game, they like to play with a high line, they like to have like this one pivotal striker, which explosive wingers, something which Manchester United is always known for. And I think Manchester United now needs this identity rather than just playing the so-called entertaining football. They need a manager who cements their identity and says that, hey, we're going to play this way and it's going to win us trophies. It's gonna implement a philosophy, and we are gonna get players who play around this system. So yes, that's important from both standpoints. So Manchester United, I would say, are on the right track. Let's talk about numbers. Erik Ten Hag so far has managed 203 games for Ajax and has won 150 games. Now people will say, oh, it's Eredivisie, it's very easy and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, numbers, you can only beat what's in front of you. Similarly, the worrisome part with Mauricio Pochettino is that he has coached PSG for 72 games and won 48 of them. He's drawn 12, lost 12. Now with the team like PSG, I know it's not good to be that harsh, but if you are with PSG, you are expected to win the Eredivisie, which he didn't. Sorry, not the Eredivisie, but the League One. but you expected to win that. So obviously that didn't happen, and the Champions League did not, it was a satisfactory season for them. But on the other hand, what I feel like is really important is that these two managers are looked forward to be they look forward to be these people who take over, the reins, and they cement their place for Manchester United. But that's that about these two. Both are very similar and identical. But what I would like to see Manchester United do is to implement a new strategy around these managers and give it absolute, they are 200% in terms of backing them for signing systems and anything which is wanted, even for that matter, even if it is like, changing something on the training facilities or something like that. Because these two managers, if given full opportunities and time, success, money, can actually get you the results which you desire, and Manchester United can then match up to the levels of Manchester City, Liverpool. It's going to take time, but it's going to be a process-oriented thing. That's what I think, okay? It's completely my opinion. Manchester United should go for Erik ten Hag. Not the fact that, he is this person who's coming from the Eredivisie, but just for the plain simple reason that I think he is someone who's got the best years ahead of him. And if his best years are at Manchester United, then nothing like it. However, the counter argument which other people could make is like Mauricio Pochettino is someone who has Premier League experience, he knows how to set up teams in the Premier League. But I think this is something Erik ten Hag can adapt to and can learn over the space of time. And obviously he will learn Manchester United, Manchester United will learn him, he'll learn the Premier League, and so on and so forth. But his best years are ahead of him, and only it makes sense for Manchester United to squeeze out those best years and take utmost advantage of it. Now, my only concern which remains with Erik ten Hag is that, he has been given a squad which suits his ability to play, and the current squad what Manchester United have, whether will not or may not adapt to his playing style is a big question mark, is something only one will come to know if and when he becomes manager. Mauricio Pochettino, on the other hand, is quite liberal in his ways and how his implementation is. The squad would love to have him because he gives a lot of freedom to his players in terms of how they are, mobilized on the pitch and how they go about, playing their football. So it's not going to be a bad choice, but at the end of the day, it's my humble opinion that I think Mauricio Pochettino's best days are behind him. Like, he peaked really well in the during that period when he coached Tottenham. From 2014 till 2019, he got them to the Champions League final, but that's only so much he could do with that Champions League squad, and I think it was kind of a limited performance, but let's see, at the end of the day, he is a good manager, there's no doubt about it, and I would like to see what Manchester United do in terms of making a decision, because I feel it's the right track, but yeah, there will be certain remote reports which have emerged that, Carlo Ancelotti and XYZ names. I wouldn't like that to, happen, because it's for obvious reasons a short-term way of going about things. And Erik ten Hag and Mauricio Pochettino are the leading managers who, Manchester United should go for, and these are managers who belong at Manchester United most importantly. So it's a good headache to have in the Manchester United boardroom, that these are the guys who would be the best fit for Manchester United. So yes, that's my opinion. Drop in the comments below who you think should be the next Manchester United manager, and I'm looking forward to read your comments, and then further on I will make a video about if and when Manchester United announce either of these two or someone else. I would just have like a complete overview of that manager, and then people see what that person brings to the table. So till then, like, share and subscribe, and for more videos like these, do subscribe, and I will see you in the next video just like this. Cheers, bye bye.